friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Monday morning, time for my weekend what sold video. We've got 13 items going out today for a gross profit of just over $850. Not an amazing weekend, but I had a wonderful weekend with my sister in Sedona, and I wasn't here working the business. Therefore, I know sales were down, but I still have some great bolos that you're not going to want to miss. So stay tuned. Okay, so 13 items. I know it's not the best weekend, $860 gross profit. You'll get a full breakdown at the end of the fees and shipping and what I actually netted at the end. I'm going to arrange these smallest to largest sales. So stay to the end if you want to see the biggest sale. We will start out with the small potatoes. But first, I wanted to address an awful comment that somebody left for me last week on last week's video. Normally, I do not give them the time of day. I will just either ignore the comments, or sometimes if they're really ugly, I'll delete them just because I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. But to address the person that made this comment, I'm doing this because in case they see this, not to defend myself, but just to put it out there, because if one person's thinking it, I'm sure someone else does too. So basically, they made a comment about how my hair always looks greasy. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't spend hours getting ready to film for you guys. I film when I film. Like this morning, it's get up, mom life, get the kids out the door to school, drop them off, hit my thrift store, come back and start filming. If I wanted to spend an hour in the bathroom, throwing in some extra dry shampoo and getting some makeup on, I would never film. It's just, that's my life. I just don't get all dolled up. And I surely don't do it for YouTube. And not saying that you guys aren't worth it. It's just time is of the essence. And if I'm going to film, it needs to be right now, not spending hours getting ready to film. That's not what this channel is about. That's not what I'm about. And I think that's why you guys... I want to say that's why you guys like it, because I'm real. This is the Jennifer you would see out in the wild, not the film-ready Jennifer with her hair primped and perfect and makeup and all the fancy things. That's just not how I live. So, yes, my hair sometimes is greasy, okay? So, taking it back to weight loss. I lost so much hair, and I am very grateful to have any hair that I have right now. But one of those side effects is... it's kind of like mousy, if that's the right word for it. It's very thin. It's very oily. It's not the healthiest my hair has ever been. So even when I wash it, the next day it's time for dry shampoo because of the excess. I don't know. It's just the way my hair is right now. And I'm sorry that it offended you so much that you took the time to leave a negative, hateful comment about my greasy hair. So if you're still here, thank you for supporting me with my awful, thin, mousy hair. It's just annoying. So thank you to everyone who does take the time to leave wonderful comments and spread the love and encouragement of what this channel is about. And it's not about the hate. And I know that's not anything reflecting me. It is their issues with their own self-confidence, with their own lives and their own misery, that they feel they have to expel that on me. And that's fine. And like I said, most of the negative comments, I just ignore it. But when they get hateful or name calling, I delete it. I don't need to read it, and I don't need you guys reading it because it's not what this channel is about. So, getting to the actual purpose of this video, and that is to show you what sold. So, to the haters out there, haters be hating, but thank you very much for those that do support and stay for the rest of the channel. Because I know you guys are the real MVPs. Okay, we've got a charger. This is a Black & Decker charger. It is just the charger, no battery. And I paid $1. I want to say it was the bins find, but it is brand new. It sold for $17. Small potatoes, I know. Then we've got another bins small potato. And that is under here. I'm going out of order from how this is all piled up. Okay, this is a Vault X binder. It is a trading card binder. But it's brand new. It's got all of its little spots for trading cards. It's just a nice looking binder. So at the bins, $1 a day, I see it and I went ahead and looked it up, and surely it was worth like $20 for a binder. So it sold for $17.76. Free shipping, yes, but it's going to go into a poly mailer. There's nothing fragile about this. So $17, I paid $1. Next, small potatoes is this Sony Walkman. Walkmans are always on the BOLO list. And when I'm talking about my BOLO list, that is down in the description. It is items to be on the lookout. It is yours for free. You can download it and get some brands and ideas to watch for in your reselling business. Sony is at the top of that list. Walkmans, Discmans, little tape recorders, anything in that small Sony electronics, definitely grab it. So this guy was, what did I pay for him? Sony Walkman. All right, this one I paid up on. I paid $7. I don't know why. I don't know why I paid that much. I think there was other stuff in the bag, maybe? I don't know. Normally I wouldn't pay that much for a Walkman, but it's because I sold it as is for reparts. For repair or parts. So if it worked, it would have been worth more. That's what it was. So it did not work. So I put that in the description. 4 parts, sold for $17 plus shipping. So at least I got my $7 back. And I believe there were headsets. It was a headset with it, earphones or something. And those already sold. And this is just the player. So that's fine. $7. Yeah, it's not my best margin, but it's a sale nonetheless. All right, we've got a PS2 controller. This would have been with with a bundle. It came with a PlayStation. I separated things out. Just the controller. I took an offer or it was on sale. Took it for $16 is what this sold for. I'm in it maybe $1 or $2 when I consider the bundle. Okay, then we've got some shoes. We've got 2 pairs of those Easy Spirit shoes. I picked these up. If you've been following me for a while, I grabbed these at an estate sale or a garage sale. I think it was a family-run estate sale, so very fine line between the two. But they were $2 a pair. They were actually less than that. They were 3 for $5. So I could not find them and grab them fast enough. So I still got probably 15 pairs of these shoes, and I'm almost out. I think I only have like 3 or 4 more pairs left. So they're going consistently, and I'm just saying cost of goods, $2. This first pair here is shoe F. Pro tip, if you've got multiple shoe boxes, give them a label. That way, when you're looking at your line of boxes, you know which one is the shoe that just sold. Rather than having to open up each one and check the label and make sure it's the color and the size. And no. Put a label on there. So shoe F sold for $27. And these are slip-on, dark blue, brand new, Easy Spirit. They've got like snowflakes on them. So that would be why they sold right now. Makes sense. Kind of a winter vibe. And then shoe L was the other one that sold. I'm going to leave that on there until I ship it so I don't get them mixed up. Yeah, big brain. Okay, so this one, same thing, $2, brand spanking new. And this pair sold for $25. So they both average about $25. And it's plus shipping. So they're going to pay to ship those. And those will go box in a box. There was a video, I think it was last week, where someone was asking, or no, it was the airplane. And they were talking about making sure if you sell it with the box that you preserve the box. And yes, 99.9% of the time, if it's got the box in the picture, I do not ship in that box. Unless it's like something very, very large. And in the description, I say, will ship in this box. Like the airplane. That was one that it shipped in its box. I wrapped it in the plastic wrap, stuck the label on the plastic, and that's how they got it. So these shoes will go in another box. I will preserve this box. I won't just stick a label on it and cover it up with tape. I will put it in another box. So definitely do note that I don't always cover up the boxes or ship it in that box. I think, what was the last thing that I did that with? I think it was like a garbage disposal or something that, yes, it shipped in that box because I said we'll ship in this original box. But otherwise, everything else goes box in a box. Okay, sorry. I'll beat that one till it's dead. Okay, we've got a shaver somewhere. Here it is. This is a Panasonic rechargeable cordless shaver. I paid $4 for this bad boy. He tested, works, includes his charger, and he sold for $45. These electric shavers, my friends, do not sleep on them. They can be worth some good money, especially when everyone is undervaluing them. So you're getting them for under $5 and they're selling for $40 plus. Definitely keep an eye out for those. All right, this was another bin find. I think this was $5 day. Yeah, this was $5 day. It goes to an Escort radar detector. So it's a power, I don't know, something to go with that Escort drive thing. It's called a smart cord. It has a mute button, alert light, power light. I have no idea. But it sold for $50. I paid $5 for this, and it is brand new, open box. All right, we're getting to the juicy stuff now. Okay, next up is going to be 2 Department 56 houses. These are going fast now because Christmas. I expected that. So I had like 30 something houses that I purchased on an estate sale, and I have them almost all listed. I've got a small bundle of a Snow Village collection that I need to list, but everything else is listed and they are selling consistently. So if you haven't already, get your Christmas stuff listed. So these 2 houses, they are from the Dickens Village. No, it's not. What is this? That's Heritage Village. Do we have the right houses? Hold on. Dickens Village boarding. These might not be the right houses. Okay. Dickens boarding, yes. And then Stony Brook Town Hall lodging school. Is that the right one? Okay. So we're mixing villages here. So that's probably why it took a little while to sell. And lodging school, town hall. So these are the 2 houses, but they are 2 different villages. They're both heritage. So with Department 56, you got to pay attention to what village, because people are very, like the true collectors are very particular on what village it goes to, because when you do a whole town and it's the Dickens Village, you want it to all match the Dickens Village. And where like Snow Village is more of your like modern day, whimsically glossy paint. It's just a different style. Dickens is more old school, very like Victorian style housing. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I put them together. It is 2 pieces of a Department 56. They kind of looked like the same style, which is probably why I bundled them. They're $35 plus shipping for the 2 of them. So when the houses were only worth $10 or less, $10 to $15, I went ahead and bundled them. That's why they went together. Otherwise, when they are nicer houses, which I'm going to go over one down here, when it's a higher end, $25 plus, they went up individually. So, note to self, if you've got a lot of something that may not be worth enough of your time and effort and shipping to do them individually, go ahead and bundle it up. Get it one time listed, one time shipping. It's the way to go. And Department 56 makes that easy. Okay, so we've got some Raycons. $15 bin sale. When I'm saying bins, I know I say this in every video, but there are new viewers that join us that don't know when I am mentioning my bin store or a bins find. The bins I'm talking about is my Amazon liquidation bin store. There's a bunch of them popping up all over the country. There's also the Goodwill bins. Not my vibe. I don't do that. So this one is the Amazon return bins. They buy pallets from Amazon and sell them by price each day. So $15 day is Friday. That's my favorite day. And that is when I got this. Then $5 day is Mondays, where I still find good stuff like that Escort power cord. That was on $5 day. And about 50% of my inventory is from the bins. The other 50% is in the wild. Your estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores, all the other ways of sourcing. I always make sure to do both and do both consistently so that I am still fresh if one avenue is shut down. So like right now we're in our peak garage sale season. as our weather's getting better, where the rest of the country is shutting down on garage sale season because your weather's getting colder. So we just flop around. And the summer is when my sales are really slow and I put a lot more effort into my bins. And now I don't have to put as much effort into my bins because my yard sales are booming. All right, you get what I'm saying. So this is $15 bins sold for $60. No, I will not be buying these again in the future, but for 15 to turn it to 60, free shipping, we're talking like a $20 profit. So not a great margin, but I know these Raycons, they sell fast, but they're slowing down. I think there's a little bit of oversaturation right now. So they're not selling as fast as they once were. So when I see them again, I will not be buying them on 15 day. But if I see them on like $8 or cheaper, I'll probably still grab them because they are nice headphones. Okay, we've got what is this thing? Okay, it's this. All right, it is a Magpul X22 backpacker stock. Okay, it's some kind of, like, it's a rifle weapon gun attachment thing. I don't know enough about weapons to know what it is, but it fits a Ruger pattern, receiver, and barrel. I don't know. It's some kind of gun thing, and it's old. So it's not an actual weapon. I'm not selling weapons online. It is just a backpacker stock for a rifle. Okay, yeah. So it goes to a rifle. It's not the actual rifle. But I paid $20 at a yard sale, and it sold for $100. It is free shipping. So this guy, if I don't have a box big enough, I'm going to put it into my giant poly mailer. I've got these flat, non-padded poly mailers, 24 by 24. They are a lifesaver, especially when something like this that's already in foam. Like, this is factory packed in here. So I feel safe putting this into a bag to ship it rather than needing to pad it and put it in a box. All right. We've got a Orbi Netgear wireless mesh router Wi-Fi thing. Okay. Did you get that? It is this. These guys were $1 or $2 at a yard sale. I know, I kid you not. It was a sale that I bought a couple shavers. Those were like $5 each. Or no, I think this was one of them. There was 4, because then I ended up saying $10 for everything. So there was 2 of these at 4 each. Then these were $1 each. Yeah, so it was $10 at the sale. That's where my math is coming from. So yes, these were $1 because he said, oh, I don't know if it works because it came from my old house. There's nothing wrong with them. Of course they work. So I powered it up. It powers on fine. There's not going to be an issue with it. And it sold for $100. And I have another one. There were 2 of these. $1 each. $100 is what it turned into. That's amazing. A lot of places, especially my thrift store, they're overpricing these. They're putting them up to like $80. I'm like, you guys are crazy. So yeah, $100 is what it sold for. Insane. Those are definitely keeping their value. It's Wi-Fi 6, so that's why most of them are keeping their value. Except there's now like 2 versions newer. There's 6E, and now there's actually 7 out there. But either way, that one keeps its value. Okay, now the best sale of the weekend goes to this other Department 56. I am going to open this because I hear something clinking and give it a better wrapping job inside the foam because there's something loose in there. I don't know if it's just like a sign that goes on the house. Something is flopping. So I'm going to open it up, make sure that the things that move are bubble wrapped. And then it's in its original foam, so that's going to help with shipping. I will make sure to float it inside another box. And by floating, I mean once you get it in the box, all around, all corners will be paper. Paper, bubbles, padded padded air pocket things. Air bubbles? Air pockets. Those. It's going to float inside this box. So at any pressure point, it's not going to actually slam the side of the box. Good point to have. But I paid, again, $2 or $3. This was from that lot of all my Department 56s where they were pricing them like $3 for the big houses, $2 for the medium houses, and $1 for everything else. Like, it was crazy good how much this deal was. And this guy sold for $212. Over $200 for one Department 56 house. So that is why I am going to open it up and make sure that it's packaged really well inside that foam. Okay, so that is all my sales for the weekend. It wasn't an amazing weekend by any means, but I know it's because it took a back burner while I spent time with my sister. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far, make sure you hit that like button. It tells YouTube, that you liked it. And subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. And feel free to leave some comments below. I mean, as long as they're not hateful, rude, awful comments, because I ain't got time for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.